What's up guys? Guy with above average height here, bringing you guys another Monster Hunter World video. Today, I want to show you guys how to make what I think is one of the best creative builds I've been using in Monster Hunter World. First, let's talk about Safi Jiva. Yes, this guy. Safi Jiva Raid was one of the best updates that was ever added into this game. I really loved the Safi Jiva armor set too. It was really powerful, but risky. It gave you so many amazing buffs, but it challenged you to play better, or you would not be able to take advantage of its beautiful bonuses. If you weren't playing well, or if you didn't know how to wield your weapon properly, you would quickly realize that this was not the set for you, and that's completely fine. The beauty of this game is that there's so much diversity in how people play, and generally, people make builds to fit their playstyle. By contrast, however, the Safi Jiva weapons were extremely unbalanced. They just flat out were the best weapons of every class, and they had absolutely no drawbacks to using them. But honestly, in my opinion, they made the game boring. Every hunter, every build video, every speedrunner was using only Safi Jiva weapons, and there was no diversity. So I stopped making creative build videos, and eventually, I stopped playing Monster Hunter altogether. But now, fast forward to title update number 3. Raging Brachydios was added into the game, and if you think you know where I'm going with this, then you're wrong. Watch the rest of the video. If you've watched my Kuliaku Hammer video, then you should know that I like to think outside the box, and today I'm here to show you a build with so many unseen bonuses that you might just be surprised. I'm here to show you how to get 100% affinity on your favorite weapons without sacrificing on damage or utility. Now, take a look at this build. Doesn't look like anything special, right? You might be asking yourself, how the hell am I supposed to get 100% affinity with this build? It doesn't even have critical eye plus 7. Well, my friend, let me break it down for you. The interesting thing about set bonuses is the fact that it isn't immediately apparent what they do unless you're experienced at the game. This build you're looking at right now will make any weapon that starts with 0% affinity have 100% affinity while you're in combat. Now, here are the ingredients you need to craft this masterpiece. First, you need the Safi Jiva 3-piece set bonus, which gives you the ability Dragon Vein Awakening. What that ability does is that it gives you a constant 20% affinity just for pulling out your weapon. And guess what you have to do before attacking? There you go. I knew you were a smart person. Next up, you'll need the Raging Brachydios 2-piece set bonus, which gives you Agitator Secret, allowing you to reach Agitator plus 7. This one's pretty self-explanatory. When a large monster is enraged, you get plus 28 attack, as well as 20% extra affinity. Easy. Lastly, you'll need Weakness Exploit level 3. This gives you 30% affinity when you attack a weak spot and 50% affinity when you attack a wounded part. Now with this build, you can have 100% affinity when the monster is enraged, regardless of if their parts are wounded or not. You can either have 100% affinity when they are not enraged as long as you're attacking a wounded part, or 100% affinity when they're enraged just by attacking any weak spots. Now you can use any 3 pieces of the Safi Jiva armor set combined with any 2 pieces of the Raging Brachydios armor set to make this build, as long as you have the necessary charm or decoration needed to fill in the blanks. I do, however, recommend using the beta pieces over the alpha pieces unless you have a specific ability that the alpha piece gives you that is important to your build. That being said, if you have a challenger charm at least to level 4, here's the pieces that I recommend that you use. If you do not have a challenger charm at level 4, you can still make this build, but you'll at least need 2 challenger decorations, which, let's face it, if you're making an endgame build and you've fought Raging Brachydios and Safi Jiva, there's a very good chance that you have these things. Depending on the pieces that you choose, your decoration setups will look different than mine, but it really doesn't matter which pieces you choose. You will still be able to make this build. This is an extremely flexible build, and I recommend experimenting to see what fits your playstyle the best. That being said, if you're like me and you like big damage weapons like the hammer or the greatsword, here are the pieces that I recommend that you use, and here's how I recommend that you decorate it. I'll also show you a worst case scenario build where your weapon is not augmented, starts with 0% affinity, and has no slots. And then I'll also show you an extremely powerful build where you have a weapon that starts with 30% affinity. Every weapon in the game can be augmented, so I recommend that you at least augment any 0% affinity weapon that you want to use with affinity to level 1. This will free up at least 2 slots for you to use, and you can put something like Vitality for extra health, which is always a good idea. That being said, it's not necessary for you to take advantage of this build. Just go ahead and use whatever you feel like will work best for you. But that's basically it, guys. This is the build, and I honestly didn't even go into other unseen bonuses like the health regen and elemental or status boost that you get from Safi'jiiva set bonus, or even the extra attack boost that you get from Agitator. When you use this set, you might even forget your mega potions in the box if you build it like mine. Anyways, hopefully you learned something in this video, and if you found it useful, feel free to drop a like. I play a bunch of games on the channel, but I occasionally make these creative build videos. When I have something fun or interesting to share, then I'll post it. If you want to catch the next one when I upload it, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, guys.